inferior, and I knew I wasn't. Any dyslexic knows that they're not inferior. They know that they may be different, but they've got to know that they can rise to that challenge and overcome it.
Words to look out for: struggled with, afflicted by, suffered from. Those types of words imply, oh, it's so terrible. Oh, it's awful. I was not afflicted with dyslexia. I was afflicted with a poorly designed system that expected me to be something I'm not. And those expectations and my reality did not go together. It is as though the sun will explode if you say out loud, I read bad. Right? My name's Ben Foss, and I read terribly.
There's still this element where thou must be able to read, and proficiently, and fast, and spell, and write, and I disagree. You need to read a little. I'll give you that. You got to be able to function. You got to be able to navigate the internet, for instance. If you get to that point, good. And I'm not saying that the internet's going to be your career, but that would be my litmus test to say you know enough. You could make up for the rest. I think you have a learning spectrum. It's not digitized, and education has picked a very narrow window within a long spectrum to teach. And if you're lucky, you fall in that spectrum. And if you're a little to the side of the spectrum, you probably do okay, you'll make it. And at some point, when you get to one end or the other, they'll label you with something. And dyslexia is a popular one, ADD is another. I don't subscribe in either of those two that anybody can pinpoint this as a disease. The way I look at it is you learn outside of our, today, here, United States of America, learning spectrum. I always like to get to root cause of a problem, and the root cause of the problem here is how we're teaching, not how we're learning. And so you're labeling not a method of teaching, but the method of learning, when the problem is the reverse. And so we're trying to fix the effect and not the cause.